Will we go for it then?
Yeah, I'm pretty ready, man.
Do you want to say welcome?
No, you can say welcome. You've got the pod. I think you've got the podcast voice.
Thank you.
Go
You've
for
got
it.
the YouTube voice. Okay. Welcome back to the SideQuest podcast. My name is Mark Thorburn.
My name's Jack Valentine.
And before we get into it, Jack, we've got a sponsor.
Woo!
How
Come
good's
on,
that?
boys. Let's go.
We're only into episode 2 and somebody has been kind enough to sponsor the podcast, which
We're
is good for
balling.
us because it means we get some money.
Some dollars. Come on.
So they've sent me something to read. So, the SideQuest
Nice. That's how it's gone.
Okay.
No money in the bank.
The SideQuest podcast brought to you by Dr. Philip's Limb Removal Lab. If you're sick and tired of useless limbs getting in the way, Dr. Philip is your man.
Try it, Phil.
He can remove limbs of all shapes and sizes. And today, if you use code SideQuest20, you get 20% off the price of your limb removal, meaning the original price of $120 is £96.
That's a bargain.
So that's £96 to have a
Is that per
removed.
limb?
That's per limb.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure there's like a multi-buy deal.
Nah,
We also have to say that there's an open day coming up.
okay.
You'll get a free glass of fizz on arrival. And if you decide to get a limb removed on that day, you get to keep a finger or toe and they attach that to a little trophy for you.
Nice.
Nice one. So imagine that. Imagine a wee trophy.
Something to commemorate the day.
That's it. It's funny, my Aunt Leslie actually is a client of Dr. Philip and she's 3 limbs down now. She's loving it.
The wait list must be unreal.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one of the main
you know.
reasons for it. To be fair, if she could have more off, she would.
Oh, absolutely.
She would.
Well, with
Yeah.
our discount, she's maybe
She's
the fourth.
flying. She's flying.
Come a wee nugget. Eh?
That's it. There we
Yep.
go. Get the skateboard up.
Nugget Linda.
So yeah, and she actually got one of the trophies because she's got a loyalty card. So see, after 3 limbs, you get a trophy.
Yeah.
So we've got her finger up in the living room.
Fantastic.
And sometimes I use it. See if somebody's annoying me, it's a middle finger. So
Oh,
I'll go here. Even that
that's
Leslie's telling you
patter.
to shut up.
That's patter.
Yeah. If you sign up for one of the open days, his assistant Zork.
Yep. Yeah. Lovely
Eh,
fellow.
Yeah. I've
Unreal.
never met him. Do you know him?
He got no eyes, but really good guy.
Great.
Really
Nice
good
one.
guy.
Well, he will be performing limb removals live, which is amazing if he's
With no eyes
eyeless.
as well. That's nuts.
And actually, brand new
Good how
for
that worked out.
2025. Oddly enough, it says here he's going to be doing Cyclops invention,
Oh,
where you can become a Cyclops.
wow. It's good surgery.
That kind of sounds like maybe he's wanting your eyes. So
Yeah, that feels like a bit of a scheme.
that does seem like
We
a
don't
bit of a
promote
scheme.
schemes here.
Well, we
don't-
do because
Well,
it's,
yeah, no,
well, we
paying us.
might.
Paying us the big bucks.
Yes. Where do you think we got these watches?
Come on, boys.
Yes. Thank you, Zork.
Yes.
He chose it himself.
What a guy.
Yes. He had no idea where he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Philip's Limb Removal Lab is an official sponsor, so
Unreal.
make sure to check them out.
Yeah, happy to have him on board.
Nice one. Anyway.
Second podcast, brother. How you feel?
Yeah.
How you feeling? The reception was for the first one.
Yeah, I would say it was positive.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone had good things to say. We didn't actually get any hate comments, I think.
I
We
was
filmed a full bit.
Choking for some hate comments.
Yeah,
We got
what?
none. We need to rile people up today.
I think somebody said shite, I think. But
That's all right.
that's kind of
I
like,
take that as a compliment.
that's quite loose.
If you're gonna cut us, go deep.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
shite. You could have
Right.
elevated it.
Yeah.
Like you said, like you look shite, or
Yeah.
this sounds
Well,
shite, or
do you
the
know-
patter shite.
I was feeling quite insecure today. I
Right.
you know when you just wake up feeling pretty ugly,
Yeah.
and I got asked for my number on the way here.
Did you?
I was actually, you know how you were late. Let's get that out of the way. You texted me, so I was like, and it was pouring in the rain, so I was under a tree, and this guy came over, and I'm doing the backwards hat thing, and this guy comes over, and he's like, we're both under the tree, and it's
The
like, you know,
guy?
like the really cringy, like American movies.
Yeah.
He's on the tree, and was like, it's pouring, and I was like, yeah. I was on my phone just swiping, and he's like, Connor, and I was like, Jack, mate, and he was like, all right, and he was like, were you here for a Jack? Like, it felt like a movie, and I was like, is this a skit? I was waiting for a camera to come out. I thought it was you or something, and he's like, I kind of looked at me and gave me a wee nod and was like, what's your number? And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, I'm just with my pal, mate. I'm straight as well. And he's like, all right, cool, man. He was like, well, it was meant to be, man, and walked away.
It was meant to be.
I was so choked to tell you as soon as we saw it, but I thought I'd say it first.
That sounds like an American high school
It
movie.
was so cringe. It felt so like, it was like, Connor, like, I was like, oh.
Yeah, Connor.
I didn't I was just,
I'm
I just,
surprised at that point he didn't drop all his books and you were like picking them up together
Honestly,
and bump into each
yeah.
other.
oh, we stumbled in the rain, and yeah, I was just, we were just under the tree because it was wet.
If you meet him again, he's now going to think that the universe has
Yeah,
made that happen.
yeah, yeah. People like that worry me. I'm like, just leave
Well, Connor, if you were stood under a tree asking lads for the number today, come on the podcast because I'd like to set you guys up. I think that'd be a fun little skit we could do.
Nah. I'm quite happy to see Connor go. But yeah, reception was good.
Reception was good, and here's a comment that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
We got some podcast royalty in our DMs.
So we did.
We did. I'm gonna name drop.
Oh, absolutely. Bet me as well.
Evan Riley of Riley's Gaff
Wow.
said he enjoyed it.
We'll take that.
I was like, that's the equivalent of Kevin Bridges saying you're funny,
Yeah.
or Paolo Nutini saying you're a good singer.
There.
Evan Riley saying you've got all right chat when you're in
Alright
front of the mic.
We'll take that.
I was like, all right. I was like, thank you. It's like, praise you.
Yeah.
So
We're coming for you though.
Yeah, we are going to be Scotland's
we are going
biggest
to be Scotland's biggest
podcast.
podcast. I mean,
5 months.
maybe a week.
I'm surprised Kaz Milligan's not been in the DM yet.
Yeah.
He's
Chocolate
not.
podcast.
He's not got.
Nah.
He's not got a scoop of it yet, but he's coming. I can sense it.
Do you know who's not in my DMs?
Who?
Lee Sutherland.
Oh, Lee.
I was waiting for a follow. I'm choking for one. I was just.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll leave that guy.
I think you maybe don't want him in your DMs.
Well, just a follow. It's when it was the unfollow that stung.
Why did he comment on his TikTok saying Lee noticed me?
Again, yeah, he noticed me when I was like younger, but he's maybe I got too old.
He's known you since you were younger.
Yeah, since I was 17 to about 19 he followed me, and then one day I was flexing the fact that Big Lee's followed me, and then it was gone. I was gutted. Heartbreak hotel for me.
Well, maybe
This is my last attempt. Once,
Yeah.
I don't want to seem desperate.
we can clip this and hopefully you'll see it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to.
But yeah, so what have you been up to? What's any interesting chat?
Nothing much, mate.
Nah.
Just
Should
wrap
just
up
pack
now.
this in. Aye. Yeah,
just,
fair
call,
dues.
just call in now.
Fair dues.
I've been preparing though this morning. We've got a side quest later on, a wee YouTube one. I'll try not to laugh.
Aye, we're going into for like the actual old school YouTube pattern, aren't we?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
We've got a video coming out called Best Friend versus Girlfriend Challenge.
Yeah,
which
that's a
feels
banger.
so old school YouTube.
It does.
So go and watch it because we can't podcast every week. We've not got that much chat, so we have to fill it out with something else.
Some fillers.
This week, I'm celebrating a couple of things actually.
All right. Very
Yeah,
nice.
2 things.
Okay.
One, a wee bit of a milestone for myself. I don't usually do what I hate. I don't know. There's something about numbers that makes me cringe a wee bit. See when you're on, like TikTok numbers.
Right.
But I felt like I had to address it. I had 120,000 followers and 5 million likes in the same day. I was like,
That's
what
a
the
dub.
hell?
Well, and
And you see when I hit 100k followers, I didn't actually thank MD, and I was like, oh, maybe that's pure cheeky that I'm not like, thank you to the viewers, thank you
but
to
then
my
again,
followers.
imagine you sit there and go, guys, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I feel like there's something about being Scottish, like you can't really be doing that.
No,
So this is me in a weird way saying thanks.
thanks.
Thanks for that.
Cheers, I guess.
Cheers. Another thing I'm celebrating is I think I'm immune from food poisoning.
What?
I think I'm immune from
How?
food poisoning. I've never had food poisoning, and I ate a raw chicken wing on Saturday.
I texted you on Saturday saying how ill I was because of food poisoning.
Oh yeah.
Did you not even deliberately do that?
What? Deliberately eat a chicken wing?
No,
to, like,
deliberately segue to my food poisoning.
oh no, I forgot you had.
had like a red.
I thought they were cooked. But see, 'cause
no.
I covered them in buffalo sauce, it disguised the pink of the chicken, and I just thought that was the pink of the buffalo sauce.
When did you realise?
When I went to start my second one, and the second one, I looked inside and I was like, that is raw chicken.
Oh.
And when I thought about it, I did think I was like tearing into it like
Yeah.
raw meat. You know how have you ever like pulled up like raw chicken apart and it kind of
Yeah. Aye.
imagine that but with your teeth. That's what I was doing.
You wee
So
animal.
I ate that, panicked, binned all the chicken wings, then made another batch of chicken wings because I thought if I get food poisoning and I'm gonna like white all this chicken wing up, it might put me off the chicken wings. But I love chicken wings.
Well, clearly.
So if I make a new batch of chicken wings, my last ever memory of eating chicken wings would be positive.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if my last memory was looking at the pink of the chicken,
Okay.
I'd be put
So
off.
you're saving your future self.
Yeah, but then
I was going to say, surely for the next 24 hours, you're just not literally shiting yourself, but just pure nervy.
yeah, a wee bit, and then
Absolutely.
But then I also ordered a Wingstop.
No way.
I was like,
You're a wee dog when we did
bloody love
Bucks
wings.
Bar shout that video. You were just munching away.
oh,
You,
I love it.
I saw a different side. Your eyes were like, you know when you say like people's dilate
Yeah.
when you find someone you love. When I was watching that video back, I was like, he's never looked at me that way, or Erin for that matter. You were tucking in. I felt third wheel to you in the wings.
maybe like see Dunkerque and buffalo sauce.
Oh,
Now we're talking.
gets you going.
Well, she's never done that. So,
Mm.
Erin, if you're watching this, first of all, you should be.
Absolutely.
Make sure to like and
describe.
subscribe. Yeah.
Come on, man.
And get some buffalo sauce on you. But nah, I love chicken wings. But yeah, I think I'm immune to food poisoning because I've never ever had it in my life before, and that's the second time I've had
Oh.
raw chicken, possibly the third.
Well, I had my first case of food poisoning at the weekend.
Mm.
Horrible. I was at a wedding, lovely wedding. Shout out Cammy and Megan. You know, congratulations
Are
to
you-
them and stuff.
Yeah, no, but you're what? You
I'm
can't
not-
say
I'm
their
not-
name.
It's not their fault. It might have been food that we had on the way home, but there was something I ate.
But
that
just
night.
to clarify, you're now putting their wedding out there as
It was fantastic.
the food
wedding.
poison wedding.
It wasn't the food at the wedding. It was on the way home. On the way
Right.
home. And now this is the thing that's annoying. I was a bit pissed.
Mhm.
A little bit pissed.
Right.
I was bloated, right?
Yeah, I see
On
a
the-
picture of you in the bath
Yeah, with clothes on.
with clothes on. Yeah,
But
but I don't have
not a
that.
full bath. Not a full bath. I was in a bath in a suit, just vibing. But no, mate. On the way home, I was in the car with like Kiva, and she was like singing a wee who's that tune? Sabrina Carpenter, having a lovely time, and I'm just sitting, and I look at her, and she's got a phobia of being ill. I look at her and I go, "You need to pull over," and I feel horrible. She pure panics. We end up just going straight to the house. I run in, all over the kitchen sink, really really bad. Go upstairs, strip. I don't remember half of this. This is Kiva's telling the story. Apparently, I strip, cozy myself up into a wee ball in the bed, then go and look at her and go, "I'm not finished." Run to the bathroom, and then for about an hour and a half, I'm in the bathroom sink, just going ham. And Kiva again, phobia of being sick, so she's in floods of tears. I'm pissed, food poisoned, constantly saying to her, "I'm so sorry," because I just think I've drank too much, and I'm just so emotional because I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I'd been there for about an hour. Apparently, I tell her I'm ready to go to bed, so I stand up. She's kind of watching in the dark, and I'm quite a lanky big guy, 6'1", kind of limbs, just in my boxers. And on the way back to bed, I collapse into the hall, and then yeah, that's all I remember.
And this is definitely food poisoning.
Yes,
not booze.
no, because I texted so many of the boys that night that went to the same afters, like a random chippy on the way home. Texted them. I was like, "Oh, have you been violently unwell?" All of them had. So I've cleared my name. I wasn't just pissed,
Yeah.
but
Should you name and shame the chippy? Nah.
I can't even remember.
You're
remember
just
the
gonna
chippy.
let innocent people wander into that chippy,
Yeah,
knowing
The
that
guy
last
was so
weekend
lovely.
the guy was lovely.
the guy was lovely. He served it with a smile.
Oh, how many
Oh.
teeth?
Only 9, 4 on top,
Genuinely, I'm being serious.
5 on the bottom.
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay, because I've got a theory.
Okay, go for it. You do have a theory.
Yeah,
Go on.
the less teeth,
The
better the chippy.
right. You've said this. I think you said this in Best Kebab.
Some of my favourite chippies, the staff have no teeth and they hate your guts.
Oh.
They're raging that you've stepped into that chippy.
Yeah, there's an entitlement with staff at Chippies, isn't there?
Yeah, but like I think the theory is here they make it with hate,
Right.
and that just makes it so good. There's a place in Shawlands that's a fancy chippy. It's got neon signs on the wall.
Whoa.
I walked in once and the guy was like, "Hello boys, how are we? What can I get you?" Asking us what we've been up to and that.
Aye.
Full smile of teeth.
Big cheery boy.
And was the chippy good? I mean, it was all right, but it was a bit bland. It wasn't great. It was made with love, and it cost me 15 quid. Whereas there's a chippy local to me where I walked in once at maybe 10 p.m.
Nice.
and the woman went, "What do you want?"
Yo,
And I went, "Oh, I'm here to make an
music
order."
to your ears.
She went, "We close at 11. And I was like, "All right, it's 10. Like, can I still order?" And she went, "What you having?" And I was like, "This is going to be good."
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm ordering more just to make, because I'm like, this is going to be a
Gets you feeling right with up.
Get a wee platter. She's
But
raging.
then you say this, but then again, Best Kebab. That man hated our guts. And
It doesn't.
does that not translate?
No,
I didn't check his teeth.
This
though.
is chippies only.
Okay.
This is only chip shops.
Okay. Because that's a disclaimer. Because if people start thinking Wales a really bad place to go, with
Aye.
Rude, they go Best Kebab thinking they're going to get the kebab of a lifetime.
Yeah,
And they're not.
It's misleading. Isn't
It's
it?
very
It's
misleading.
misleading. But I would say this is chippies only. There's another one in
Okay.
Shawlands where they've got no teeth. They are friendly,
Okay.
but they're more friendly with each other. It's a guy and a lassie, and they're like, I don't know if they're like put on shift with each other and don't talk outside of work, but they're like flirting like school kids.
Like us.
A wee bit
Yeah.
said we've got teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
Good. Thank God.
And don't make chippies, just
Mhm.
consume them.
And flirt.
And flirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like pure like snapping sausages off each other and that.
We
know what I
bump the
mean?
shoulders.
That's it. And it's a class chippy again. So
There we
troops, let us know in the comments below. Where's the best toothless chippies? Because we want to go and try them out and put this to test.
Absolutely. Could be the next quest.
Yes, aye.
We
Yeah.
toothless.
Yeah, we go one and we rate how many teeth they've got and then rate the chippy.
Yeah.
I think there's a science here.
There's got to be some kind of chart. A teeth to taste chart.
I went to the University of Strathclyde.
Okay.
Congratulations. Thank
Hey,
you so much.
We don't talk enough about your academics, do you know?
Yeah, I'm sure I could go
It's
back
mad,
and
it's
do like
mad.
a thesis. I don't know if that's what it's called. I was poor. I was poor at uni. Well, yeah, in all the senses. Poor health, poor money wise, and poor. Was not good at writing essays. People are always surprised when I say that. They're like, I'm like, I've got a degree. And he's like, what? Do I think I look like I would maybe have a degree?
No.
Nah.
I don't know. Just like, it's just, I don't know. It's when we did the student videos, I was like, we spoke about it and you're like, I've actually been to uni. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
I did college online. And
Online?
that doesn't really surprise people when I tell them.
Nah, you.
It was COVID college.
Yeah.
Did you do the full 4 years of uni?
Yeah, I think I did 5. I had to reset.
No way. Oh,
Yeah.
what were you doing? Goofing around.
Yeah, that's it.
So the goofy boy,
Being a little bit goofy at
little
uni.
goofy guy.
That's it. That's it. I was being goofy. I've got a degree in goofiness.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Laugh
I
at
do.
God.
That's it. I got top marks for laughing. Oh yeah. But,
We have fun here at the SideQuest podcast.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Last time we did a podcast, I spoke about how I'd never been to Wonderbar.
No way. Have you done it yet?
I've been twice.
No, what? In what, 8 days? Actually.
I don't know how that's happened.
What circumstances? Just felt the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, well, first night was we went to House of Gods. They've got a new thing where you press for champagne.
I saw. Yeah.
And we rattled that button.
You just bang that all night.
Was steaming. I banged it all night in House of Gods. Yeah, I did.
No, good man.
But bro was a bit steaming, and
Yeah.
then I was with a foodie pre-social. Did you see him?
He follows me, I think. I think I got
But
a follow.
not Lee Sutherland.
Not Leeds. Come on, sorry.
He's a good guy, and I
Apologise.
was like, I'm going to House of Gods. Press some buttons with me.
Come with me, big man.
You want banged? And he said yes. We went there, and then after it was like, let's go Wonderbar. And I was really reluctant, but I went and I enjoyed
You
it.
broke the virginity. Did you enjoy it?
So yeah. So much so that I was there last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I was a wee bit wavy when I woke up like an hour and a half ago.
Is that why you were late?
I'm just always late. I wasn't
Did you enjoy the good
that late. I arrived. I walked into this building at 12. I'm like, yeah. That to me, that's like I'm on time. I'm on time.
But did you not feel nervous walking into one of the bar because you publicly said you don't want to hear a guy with a guitar, and you walked in? I'm presuming there was a man with a guitar there.
Yeah, to be fair, last night it was actually it's a guy I know, a mate of mine, Ali. He's really good.
So you met him in an alley.
No, his name is Ali.
Oh, who you meet in an alley?
I mean, Wonderbar isn't an alley.
It is.
I think it's quite hard to find.
It is.
Yeah, but he was on last night and he's actually class. So,
wait, you went Wonderbar on a Tuesday night?
Yeah, and last time it was a Thursday night. I'm going like pure weeknight, like
You're just
Wonderbar.
hitting when it's dry.
I don't think I could go on a weekend. It seems like it'd be. Apparently, you can't move.
It's a bit mobbed.
It's like Ed Sheeran on the guitar and you can't move. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a fun night.
Yeah. I've been, obviously we spoke last time on my wee scuffle. I had one time. Did I tell you? I don't know if I said this last time. Girl that wanted a selfie. No,
Say that again, sorry.
the girl that wanted a selfie with me
Uh,
in Wonderbar. This was the birthday of my sister before the guy called you the Big C.
right.
And she comes over and I'm just having a wee boogie. I'm just loving life. She comes over and goes, "Oh, I know you from TikTok." And I'm like, "Oh, like that's so cool." Like I'm always really like, "Oh, that's really lovely." Never really know how to say. The worst bit is for me is when they go like, "Oh, I love you from TikTok," or "I follow you." You can go, "Cheers, thanks, that's so nice." But they go, "Oh, I see you all the time." You can't really say, "Oh, cheers," because technically they've got no say in the matter. You kind of just need to be like, "Oh, sorry, Like, am I bothering you? Like,
Yeah.
but she comes over and goes, oh, I follow you on TikTok. So I'm like, great, cool. Thanks for the follow. Lovely to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, pure love your dog. I'm like, oh, he's the best. And she goes, you're a bit, And my soul just dropped. And I'm at a table full
Your
of,
soul?
my soul dropped. I was like,
Oh,
what have I
no.
done? I was at a table full of like my sister's pals and stuff. And she like got a selfie with me because she asked for one. So she's got a selfie after saying, I'm not so much. And then she was like, yeah, you're a bit of a prick, but I love your dog. He's just, and she was like trying to get me to be like, oh, my dog's so good. And she's like, but don't like you. And I was like, right, okay, but you like my dog. And she's like, dog's lovely, but you not so much. And I was like, right, should I brought the dog to Wunderbar? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, can you do that? I was like, do you know what? I'll phone him just now. And she's like, okay, that's good. And she went back like again. And I was like, she gave me a hug. She went to go, see you later, give me a hug. And again, I was giving her a hug, being like, why am I being lovely to this girl? And her friends were saying hi. And then she left, she went, dog, thumbs up, you.
And when you phoned dog, what did dog say?
Dog said woof, 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 woof. Obviously defending me in the situation.
So dog didn't come to Wunderbar?
He was busy, he had work in the morning.
Do you think she'd maybe been spiked, and when she was talking to you, giving you hugs, she was seeing you as dog?
Possibly. And then I think she sobered up and realised I'm not, and that's where the hate came.
Because Jack, right, I was in Wunderbar last night, and I think I might have got spiked.
Oh gosh.
And see, every few minutes, I see you as dog.
Really? Still?
Yeah, like
Apologies.
right now you look like dog drinking Mac B. Not
Call me out
sponsored.
for drinking. I've been trying this all day really quietly.
Yeah, so maybe you've just got a bit of dog in you.
Gosh, I've got that dog in me.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Look at that.
Are we able to cut things out of this? Yeah. Aye, cool. We're able to cut that out. Yeah. Nice one.
Oh,
Cheers.
for Jesus. I was panicked. I thought you were going to drop my bomb, like something's going wrong.
Oh, no, I meant that.
I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't do the post editing, so whoever does, make sure to cut him with it.
Yeah.
Um,
I've actually got a to-do list for today.
Nice.
I thought after the podcast, number one, I need to shout out my mum. Just, I love you, mum. And shout out mums in general.
Right, okay.
Need to shout out mum. Use my podcast for good. My father said, how's the podcast? He was like, did you talk about anything? I was like, no, I just shouting. He's like, you should really be using it for good. So let's find something we can do for good. And stare into your big, beautiful blue eyes. That's my to-do list. So
Nice one.
kind of ticking them off as we go on.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
Although, maybe we shouldn't be so transparent that we need to use it for good. Maybe we do.
Just subtly.
Yeah, it's like,
Don't do drugs. Whoops. Who said that? You know?
or maybe we should let's legalising witch doctors.
Well, yeah, we could do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
There's been a witch doctor that's been cutting about my neighbourhood.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man with a big top hat,
Right.
shell necklace.
Just
He's been chanting.
is he protesting or?
I don't want to ask. I'm scared.
No.
We're all scared.
Well, it should be.
We had to get our locks changed in our door.
Oh. Well, that's ineffective because
Well, yeah,
They're
well,
wizards.
it's like, well, yeah, because what he's been doing, he's been cutting about the neighbourhood, blowing a dust on people's doors, and it's opening the door for him. And he's walking in and using their amenities,
Right, well, that's
their
not
utilities,
Good. That's not good.
their apparatus.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
Apparatuses in the
bro
house.
loves it. He's treating our neighbourhood like IKEA.
Yeah, I was in IKEA actually.
How was it?
It was good. I had the 69p hot dog, and that's what I want to just let's get real for a minute. Inflation's through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm kind of cheesed off because prices of things are just ridiculous. But I go into IKEA with Kiva because when we're out and we're getting food and stuff, she's like, "Oh, fancy a wee McDonald's." I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I'm loaded." And then we go to McDonald's, get a wee meal between 17 quid, 21 quid, and I'm like, "Come on, that's a joke." IKEA, 2 hot dogs, 69p each. I said to Kiva, "Get as many hot dogs as you want."
Yeah.
And you've got your own self pour with the sauces, so can't be skimpy. Icons of IKEA, unreal from them. And I bought a succulent.
Sorry?
I bought a succulent. Are you aware of the nature of a succulent?
A succulent what?
A succulent plant. That's the
Is that the name of it?
Yeah. It's live. It's like real. Because I wanted one for my room. Again, I feel like I'm becoming a wee ghetto. Since I've had Kiva, my room's lost its coolness.
Yeah.
I've got blankets now. I've got a candle.
What?
What would you
Mate.
even use a candle for? I don't know.
I think you're meant to light them with a lighter, and I think it's meant to like.
I just sniff it once in a while, but you light it on
Aye.
fire
Yeah, and it will see the thing that you're sniffing, see that smell, it spreads the smell around the room.
through the flame.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my room's now, but we're in IKEA, and she was like, "That'd look really good in your room. A wee green plant looking thing." And I was like, you know, do I need to look after it? And she was like, "No, apparently succulents can live themselves forever with very little care." So I was like, "Yeah, great, cool." And I was putting it in my room, doing all neat, and I was like, "This is really lovely. It brings the room together." And I went, "What am I doing?" I went, "Kiva, get in my room for a minute." I just sat there looking at blankets and fluffy things. I mean, my room now smells phenomenal. To be honest, it looks lovely. It looks homely.
Can't knock that.
You know, it's now presentable, but it's wrong. All right, boxers are now neatly stored away.
Yeah.
Just I used to have beer bottles from memories. They're now hidden away.
Oh no.
Do you know I used to have
beer bottles for memories?
Yeah, I don't know why. Whenever I'm pissed and I'm having a really good time, I'm like, taking this one home, boys. I put it in my wee But now it looks like a normal room, very presentable.
Well, I'm not here to one up you, Jack, but me and my lovely girlfriend Erin moved in with each other.
I know.
So see what you're experiencing.
Is that just?
I'm experiencing that on a mass scale.
It's like the plague.
It's not just the bedroom, mate.
Oh no.
It's every single room.
Oh gosh.
She's got these things, and it's like a jar,
Right.
Maybe of perfume, and you put these sticks in them.
Sticks.
And then every couple of days you turn the sticks upside down and there's an aroma that comes out. And this is not witch doctor chat.
I was going to say, are you sure Erin and the witch doctor haven't had a wee...
Maybe like, I don't know if they're like in cahoots here, but the sticks, it's called a diffuser, I think.
Okay, like diffuse a bomb? The aroma?
I think maybe diffuse the aroma, the pre-existing aroma of potentially boy.
Yeah, it just eradicates male... Yeah.
Every time I smell it, I start skipping around the kitchen, frolicking.
It's like the cartoon when you smell like a really nice cherry pie, you float into the kitchen.
100%. And then it's funny because I also used to keep bottles or kegs and stuff.
Yeah.
They're all gone apart from one.
All right.
And it's a champagne bottle. And what we've done is we've put a candle in it. And the champagne bottle's from our first anniversary.
Oh, you're too far gone. Oh, so that's really sweet. That's really
I know. I think that was maybe my idea. That was me being nice and cute and sweet.
I always tend to steal things for Kiva.
Steal things
whenever we're out. It's my way of showing her love. She picked me up once for my spoons, and I was having a wee vodka cranberry, and I always think the spoons glass are quite nice. It was kind of crystally thing. Again, incriminating myself. I think it was crystally. It looked crystally. It looked nice.
I mean. Our pals are saying your boyfriend steals the glasses for spoons. Yeah. So,
well, I steal her flowers as well. Like when, at that wedding, there was like the wee fake flowers, and so she's got about 4 or 5 of them.
Do you know how much they probably cost? That lovely couple.
5p.
Oh,
the couple. Oh yeah, they probably sued about her from the venue.
That probably cost them £100 per flower.
I'm not getting invited back.
Do you know how much flowers cost?
They're ridiculous.
That's another thing I learned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I remember as a bridesmaid for a wedding, they had flowers on each table and they cost £200 each.
No way.
And they were fake. And
they were fake?
The lassie took them home at the end of the day. They weren't to keep. It was like £200 to hire flowers for the table. I was like, what? You could have done without.
See, that's why I'm stealing. I'm stealing one at a time, and eventually Kiva will have a whole bouquet of random events.
Oh, nice.
But I know I stole Wellspoon glass as well. She picked me up and I was like, look, well, I got you. Smashed it in my mind, and she's always very nice. Like, oh, thanks. Let's put that there. Okay, cheers.
That's like when a cat brings back a dead mouse.
It is. It's my way. You know, people got love languages. You got, what's the ones? There's like words of affirmation, gifts, like helping with their time. Robbery.
What's your love language?
Robbery. I steal from
Robbery.
Her. What I like.
Yeah. What do you like in return?
Oh, if I steal her a glass, I want a good job, a wee ruffle of the head, like a well in. Like a wee, you go, man. A wee bump in the arm. Yeah. I think words of affirmation. What about you? Well, you obviously want to earn dipped in wing sauce dip.
Yeah, I'd say my love language is buffalo sauce. To be honest, I've considered bathing in it.
Really?
Yeah, just so
you can fully feel it.
What I'm going to do when I go home tonight,
what?
I'm going to take one of those diffusers, I'm going to empty it down the drain, I'm going to fill it with buffalo sauce, and I'm going to live happy. I'm going to live so happy.
How long till Erin would notice? Are we talking minutes? Or are we talking, could be a couple months, until she goes, why is my diffuser filled with buffalo sauce?
I'm going to give it 12 hours.
12 hours?
Half a day.
Half a day. That's fair.
I think she's going to see that there's buffalo sauce dripping about around it.
Yeah. That's a good... Because when you twist the sticks... I still don't get how the diffuser thing works, but that's another.
I
Thing.
don't know.
Do you know, I'm obsessed with sauce wise.
What.
Domino's garlic and herb dip.
Oh yeah, you love that.
Oh, I
It's
buy.
good.
It is good. It is. Oh, when we were at yours and we were doing a shoot, you had the Costco one.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's good. It's pretty similar to the real stuff.
It's really similar. It's just cold.
Yeah, garlic and herb, I'd say, yeah,
Oh.
I'm a big sauce. Do you know what? It's funny, I used to not be a sauce guy. I
Nah.
used to not be able to eat any sauces.
Not a
I just
saucy
didn't
boy.
like it. But maybe I just also wasn't, my mind wasn't open to,
Mark's not a wee saucy boy, you know.
he's a saucy boy now.
Saucy boy now.
Yeah, he is. He's a saucy boy now.
Mark Saucy Boy Thorburn,
That's it.
a little saucy boy.
That's it. That's me rebrand there. Just get merch out that says I'm a saucy boy. But the good thing about, sorry to go back to buffalo sauce.
Somebody's watching this pure saliva, so hungry
you
watching this
know-
podcast.
And obviously I'm on my health and fitness journey.
Healthy king.
Yes.
Handsome
Buffalo
boy.
Buffalo sauce has 0 calories in it.
You're chatting, but no, it doesn't.
I
It doesn't.
swear down it does.
And how do you? No, there's no. How do you know?
I mean, how do I know? I read the label.
It says on the label 0 calorie buffalo sauce.
All buffalo sauce is 0 calories. Like
Nah.
the Frank's, at least the Frank's is. Or it's like 1.
Oh, like
Maybe it's 1 calorie.
no way.
I think it is basically just water and spice though.
I feel like you might have misjudged this really bad because the
No,
big
I
pot,
haven't.
the big pot of Domino's. You fact check this. The big pot of Domino's, my normal Domino's meal. I'll just ramble about food whilst you look this up. My big time Domino's meal is Domino's Texas barbecue large pizza with cookies and a big pot. All together calorie wise, that's 3,500 calories, and about 3,000 of those 300 of the calories is the big pot of sauce. So I'm munching 300 calories of sauce, and you're telling me there's a sauce that's 0 cal, or have you just discovered that it's not?
I'm not getting a connection, to be honest. And I'm glad that you're rambling on because
Yeah, I was just.
I didn't have to go to say, do you have the Wi-Fi password? It's got 0 calories in it. I can confirm that's true.
No, do you know what? I believe you.
I
don't.
No, like Jack, come on.
You're lying to yourself.
It winds me up when see when I know I'm right about something and somebody tries to
Oh,
tell me
really?
I'm wrong. That winds me up. Yeah,
You've just given me a big.
what?
Can we just
Right,
confirm?
can you
The
go
guy
to-
just said
right, can you type in? Right,
Yeah.
so what have you just said?
a tablespoon of buffalo sauce is 15 grams, is 50 calories.
Right, I'm going with. Can we type in Frank's hot sauce? 'Cause that's the one I've been using.
So
this
just
is-
been called.
this is-
Well, I gave in the if you're watching the video or the online, the producer guy, we asked him some questions and obviously it doesn't pick up. I gave him a voice.
Oh,
Frank's Red Hot.
right.
Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing
Yep.
Sauce, 0 calories. Well done. Do you know? Give you one of them.
And that is the best buffalo sauce.
Wow.
If it's not Frank's, then
It's Ranks.
well, no, it's still tasty.
Okay, well, I'm
it's still
trying-
tasty, but I'm trying to be healthy here, mate. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
good, bro. Well done. Do you know? I'll keep my hat on, but respect.
I mean, I didn't make it 0 calorie.
Well,
but-
no, that's a good find though. That's a great
Isn't
find.
it? I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. So I've been.
Do you just drink that when you're bored now?
Well, I've, like since I have chocolate, I'm just having buffalo chicken bites.
Right. Okay.
I've been like, I don't meal prep, but I've been like snack prepping,
Snack prep.
snack
You wee
prepping
snackaholic.
buffalo chicken bites,
Oh.
been- smothering them in some cornflour
Mm.
and air frying them to give it a
Woof.
bit of a kind of almost a bit of a pakora kind of texture. Maybe not quite pakora, but do you know what I mean like a wee,
That's yeah.
a wee chicken popcorn kind of
Oh.
texture, and then I'm, bathing it in the buffalo
Ah,
sauce and letting
just-
it marinate.
Oh, you're
overnight
using the marinade word.
in
Get
the
you going.
in the fridge.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
God, imagine someone's listening to this when they're trying to fall asleep and they just get a wee rumbly tumbly now.
yeah,
That's brutal.
that's a shame.
Where do you listen to podcasts? I'm not a podcast. I did obviously like our video. I watched a wee bit of it in the gym. Didn't watch it all.
I've actually still not watched it.
I listened to about half an hour in the gym, and it's just very demotivating. Try to lift weights, and we're just
Yeah,
rambling.
I can't podcast in the gym.
No,
To me, a podcast is best listened to and enjoyed on a plane.
oh, good shout, great call.
And usually that helps me to drift off as well because I can't sleep in a plane. A plane is like your back's up straight and there's a lot going on and noises and lights and cabin pressure.
Gets to you, doesn't it?
There's nothing worse than cabin pressure.
No,
But yeah, a good plane journey is Yeah, it's where I'd enjoy a podcast, I think.
What's the longest plane you've been on? Not physically the longest plane, the longest flight. I wouldn't know the biggest plane.
Flew from, and I feel like a lot of people might have done this, but
Right.
see, when I flew from London to Dubai.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was a changeover.
Oh, we stopover.
A wee stopover. See that flight? I feel like absolute royalty.
Oh, really? Was
Even
it a
though-
bougie?
I think to most people it's probably just standard.
Ah.
But so it was what Emirates airline it was we were flying with. And you know, all the air hostesses are very like they're very good looking
Yeah,
lasses.
well
They're like
together,
slick
yeah.
back, they're like uniformed.
Yeah.
And very
Like,
well put
hello,
together.
welcome to
Welcome
the-
you on.
yeah.
You arrive at your seat, and even though you're in a bog standard seat, I'm pretty sure there was some like headphones waiting for me
What?
and TVs in the back of the screen in front of me.
Oh, the iPads.
Was there a wee cushion or something?
Oh,
I can't remember. I feel like it was something I was like, what the hell? Or like a blanket. There was something. Yeah, there was something like
It was class.
to like add the comfort. So there was that. Then there was an array of entertainment on the TVs.
Oof.
There was games you could play
array.
multiplayer with the people on the flight. There was
Unreal.
films you could choose from, TV, and then they brought you
Wowee.
out a 3-course meal. I think. I mean,
No.
I think like the first course was like
Soup or something.
maybe a wee soup, and then I think the main was like chicken and rice, and then
Back
the
to
dessert
food.
was like a wee digestive biscuit or something. It was quite
Yeah.
basic, but I was like,
That's
I was like, oh, I'm not paid for this, but apparently it's part of your
Yeah.
ticket. And then unlimited booze.
no, really.
Yeah.
Did you walk off the plane or did you get carried out?
So I was traveling to Africa to climb that big mountain,
Nice.
Mount Kilimanjaro. So
Good
I
man.
thought we can't get too drunk before it.
Yeah.
So I actually only had a couple of drinks on the flight.
couple of
like,
Uzis.
yeah, and I think at that rate I'd been up for maybe like 2.5 days straight traveling. Because
Aye.
I'm not good at packing. I pack like a few hours before.
Oh, right, really? Last minute boy.
Yeah, to the point I had to pack to go to London,
Mm.
and my clothes were still wet, and I had to pack all my clothes in a Tesco bag, ironically.
It's the brand.
And then take it down to London,
Mhm.
and then I had to sit out on a balcony to dry for a couple of hours, and then repack the bag
Oh.
when I could have been sleeping,
Well, yeah.
to then hop on a flight to Africa. Couldn't sleep in that flight 'cause again,
Again,
there's
upright.
just a lot going on, and all the entertainment. I was buzzing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wired
and
to the
all,
moon.
all the free food and drinks.
Oof.
So yeah, I didn't really take full advantage of it, but on the way back, I did. It helped me sleep. And
Okay, yeah,
also
good.
They give you like wee miniatures,
Oh,
and I was
couple of them to tide you off.
poor student. No, I kept on asking for them, just putting them in my backpack.
Oh, that's good. That's
And
I've done another one.
I had like pre-drinks a couple of days later, and I was pure just like sitting around my miniatures.
Smite him.
But we're like, oh, what's happening here?
I had to
But-
pay €8 for a bottle of water on the way to Amsterdam from Ryanair. And they were not the most luxurious. I was sat behind a very large man who continually tried to talk, which no disrespect, it's very tight. I'm claustrophobic in the sense of I'm really feeling tight. But he would kept turning around and he joked about something at the start, and I gave him like a that's fine. And that was us for about maybe an hour and a half. Just kept turning around, going, "Yep, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, man, yes." But I ate £8 for a water, so
£8 or €8.
it was €8. It might be an €8 on the way back because I'm a thirsty boy, so I had to have one on the way there and back.
What I've started doing, and this is not revolutionary, and this is probably version on. Not everyone should have a podcast because this is kind of shite chat, but
Yeah.
I've been taking a wee empty water bottle to the airport and filling it up at the airport.
You
for
clever
free.
boy.
No.
Look at you.
There you go, guys.
That's
You can't
travel
say
hacks with Mark.
Travel hacks with Mark Thorburn. That's all I've got.
Aye.
I think so. I don't travel for long.
No.
Yeah, I don't. What's the longest flight you've done?
I went to Cuba, and that was
wild.
That was about 8 hours in a row, like 8-9 hours, like just straight there.
yeah.
I was about 14, 15. Oh, do you know what I watched on the way there? I watched it 4 times. I think
4 times.
3 on the way there and 1 on the way back. I watched Moana on repeat.
I've never seen it.
No, you've never seen Moana?
No.
It's actually unreal.
I feel like you
It
can't
made
say
me
you-
feel things that I didn't know about myself. It's all about, like, I mean, there's a stone and there's a guy called Tafiti or Maui. I think she's Moana, and she needs to sail across the sea, give her heart, or give a stone to a green
You're
mon.
butchering this here.
It's a good movie.
Did you even watch Moana?
A load of times, but it was quite emotional. There's nice songs, but 4 times in the plane. My dad was watching Jack Reacher next to me, and I think he looked at me quite. Well,
You were
when I press
watching-
play again.
Your born fairy princess.
Is it playing this movie?
It's not.
She is a. Well, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll claim that.
But you're a little bit of a princess.
Do you know? My mum called me that, and then she got really deep with me. She was like, she said something like, she was like, oh, like I like the podcast. She was like, oh, you're very like effeminate, and I was like, all right. And she went, and I feel you surround yourself with violence to contradict that. And I was like, what? And she's
Am I
like,
the violence?
No, no.
What's the violence?
no, like the rugby and the PT and the gym.
Oh, I thought you meant in this room.
No,
Right.
but I don't think that's our dynamic. I'm the princess and you're the muscle. You're the
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, it depends. I'd say maybe I'm probably more the princess.
I would say so.
In this dynamic.
That's what I thought.
In the past, there's been a couple of times where I'm like, let's pack this in.
Yeah.
So for context, we went to a local pub and we drank a 7.5 pinter
Yeah.
of Guinness.
Big boy
It's like a
Guinness.
massive big Guinness.
UK's
Yeah.
biggest pint of Guinness.
It's UK's biggest
It's our
pint
first
of
video as
Guinness.
well.
And we tried that for our YouTube video. And yeah, see, like halfway through, I was like, right, let's patch this. I'm
Yeah.
bored. I also get bored easy though. And see, there's like no real reward at the end of it.
There was satisfaction in that big empty glass.
It was a good feeling at the end. To be fair,
was
when
a
we
good
filmed-
feeling.
when we finished it.
That was to have that as our first video was such a staple of who we are. I felt.
There's a guy that follows me from America, and like he's an older guy. Shout out if he's watching.
Sure, old guy from America.
He just replies to all my stories, going,
Oh,
"No, but it's just like
Oh.
you make Glasgow seem like it's just full of alcoholics because in every single post and story you have a drink." Which is funny because my mum's also said the same. She's like, "Do you have to have a drink in every photo?" But then what I'm saying is as well is, it just so happens that when I'm at a photo, it's when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm not walking down the street and going, "Oh, can somebody take a picture of me?"
I've got a beer in my hand.
Well, like that because I wouldn't have a beer in my hand if I was
Oh,
just walking down the
God,
street. Well, yeah.
I feel it's more photos are more.
I'm usually at an event or occasion
Uh-huh.
or like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, let's get a wee photo.
Well, we did the Guinness, and then we went to a cocktail, the Iron Brew Funkin event.
Yeah, they released Iron Brew cocktails. They were
Which
really
are
nice.
really
I
nice.
thought they were
we
good.
we tanned. We rocked into that event, and again, it was quite a fancy event, and we just tanned a 9
that
pint
Guinness.
a Guinness, and we were all kind of full of beer, full of the bubblies, we're all jolly and happy. And we walked into this event, and there was a woman with a tray and all these cocktail glasses of things. She's like, "Would you care to have one?" And we're like, "Well, thank you. This is lovely." And we just kind of had a great time, but it was very proper. It was quite a
Yeah.
fancy event.
I spilt it down, me.
Yeah.
See those big glasses that you get? I don't,
What are they
think
called?
A martini glass.
Yeah,
maybe,
martini glass. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
going on down me.
Yeah. There's no focal point for your mouth.
Yes.
It's just
it can come down the sides and it does.
Yeah.
It comes in the side of me. I'm a clumsy drinker.
Yeah. It was just a bad recipe. It was a great recipe. We had a great night. We also went to that place, the arcade place afterwards, NQ64.
Oh yeah, that's
We went
fun.
there after. That was a wee day out, wasn't it?
I know.
Big,
like-
big pint of Guinness.
We're like, that's it, big night out.
Aye.
Yeah, we did. I quite like NQ64.
Shout out. It's a great first date place. It's a great date place.
Sometimes I wish I was a gamer.
Are you not a gamer?
Nah.
Are you in it? Would you say Xbox, PS?
I've always been Xbox.
Okay.
Well-
And what was your prime game? Did you ever play properly, or were you just
GTA 5 probably.
okay?
But
Nice.
I liked a Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, I would not see that from you. I can't imagine you
Enjoyed
sitting pure.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Shooting
I liked
folk.
how good Nazi zombies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to kill the Nazis.
It is, especially when in zombie form. It's
Is
probably
this the point we use our podcast for good?
yes,
Yes. Nazis, major L.
That's it, Trips. If you're a Nazi and
Guys.
you're watching this, then
Cut it out.
absolutely cut it out.
Cut it out. Wrap
I'm
it.
telling you now. See if you're a Nazi, cut it out.
Enough.
Put it down.
Mhm.
Whatever you've got in your hand, put it down.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
That's mad. I couldn't imagine you playing games.
Yeah, but that was when I was dead young. I think I kind of stopped
you're gonna shame me
playing. I stopped playing games. I think when I was like 15, maybe.
Oh really? Oh, I still.
Yeah.
I play a wee bit of FIFA.
I could dabble now and then, but like I don't have a console. But
Oh.
obviously GTA 6 is coming out next year. and
Yeah.
I have been
Have you been thinking?
um,
How we thought?
putting in little, like I'm softening Erin up to build her
Ah.
up to her to when I buy a console. Cause I think I might have to
Are
do
you getting
it.
a wee itch?
Yeah, I think like the new GTA, that's big.
That is big. That's
I've
like,
got to play it.
it's mad though, because when we bought GTA, I remember waiting years, begging my mum to let me have GTA, and it was just one of those things. It was taboo. Like I remember when my neighbour got
Yeah.
it, he was the first in the street to get it, and he was like, "I got it." We all ran to his house, and I'll be real, I'll hold my hands up. I might be a dirty wee boy. We went straight into that strip club.
Yeah.
All 5 of us who were about 13, 14 sat and just were like going off our nut, how buzzing we were.
Digital boobs.
Digital boobs were
Yes.
like, get in
Oh,
there.
here we go.
It was unreal. And now we can walk in and buy GTA 6 and look at the boobs again.
I know this will be the first GTA game that's came out that I can actually legally buy it.
Yeah, I don't need my mum. I'll still
That's
ask
so
to
true.
be respectful.
That's
Obviously.
actually be a mad moment. I feel
Yeah.
like
I
I'll
want them to
be
ask-
texting my dad going, "Can you get me GTA 6, please?" I'd never thought about that. I actually got banned from playing GTA 6 as a child. Though.
Oh, what did you do?
My older brother owned it, and I think when I was a wee boy, because I don't remember it,
Too wee.
got onto the computer, started playing it, and apparently my mum walked in, and I had, and I don't even think you could do this. So I'm like, "Are you
I'll
sure that's
fact
what
check
happened?"
for you. I'll fact check for you.
But she said that I had a stripper's arm like in my hand, and I was beating somebody with it.
Oh, I don't.
I was like, that's quite. I don't know if you can rip
That might be
arms
your
off
mum
folk.
dramatising a situation.
Yes.
So.
She's telling me that. She's like, I walked into Mark, and he pulled off a stripper's arm, and he was beating somebody with it. I was like, I don't think you can do that. The what cheat code I was using at that age, but I'd obviously put it in the
Yeah.
limb removal.
Yeah.
Yeah, to circle it all the way back.
Just big loop.
That's it. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to get a console. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it.
How's that going to affect the relationship though? Because again, you must have a lovely smelling house, a really. And
Yeah,
then you bring a sweaty wee console in, and you're sitting playing your game.
that's it. I don't think there's a place for the console in my gaff.
Put a diffuser on it and see if you might not notice.
That's true.
That's a plan.
I could disguise it.
Mm.
I could hide it under diffusers.
Just tell it's a diffuser.
candles.
It's a
Yeah, it's
new
a
diffuser.
massive diffuser.
Yeah, turn it on. And goes,
And GTA 6 will look so realistic that hopefully she'll just assume that I'm watching the TV.
watching the telly.
Yeah, she'll just assume that I'm watching a TV show where strippers get their arms ripped off.
Yeah.
And
It's a
I
new
beat
show.
people up with them.
Just tell them that.
No, I'm hoping there's maybe like a 2-player element to it that I can maybe rope her into.
Oh yeah.
And also I'm going to be like, well, it also works as you can watch the telly on it, get Netflix on it. You can watch your Secret Lives of Mormon Wives,
You can.
which is
Yeah.
the show she's been watching.
Yeah, you mentioned that. What is that?
It's exactly what it says in the tin, mate.
Who
It's
is a Norman? Is that
a Mormon?
a Mormon?
Do you know what a Mormon is?
No. I feel I'm gonna get out for being silly Billy again, right?
Ooh.
It was that bad? I don't know.
No, a
All right.
Mormon,
Well,
if you-
well, kind of with the.
is it mad that you don't know what a Mormon is? Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
So a Mormon is a religion,
Oh,
and you get the Book of Mormon.
I've heard that.
And
I thought that was a
people-
movie.
Well, there's a show of it.
Okay.
There's a show called the Book of Mormon,
Right.
but
There's a show about a book of Mormon.
there's a show about
The
it's called the
story.
Book of Mormon. It's about Mormons.
Okay.
You should actually we went to London at the start of the year,
Right.
And can I be on my bucket list for a few years to see a London show? I feel like I've never seen I've never really seen a musical or like a high production show.
Yeah.
I only I go and watch Hypnotist usually. So I was like, I want to see a big show, so we went to see the Book of Mormon,
Okay.
and that show was wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Are Mormons wild or was the show?
No,
wild?
Mormons are tame.
Okay, they chill.
I think if a Mormon went to see this, I think they would perish.
So is it? Yeah, you're gonna get into context of the Mormons.
I don't think.
Is it just a religion? But
It's just a religion that's like Christianity, I suppose,
Okay.
but like a subpart of it, but it's like mental. I think the Mormons basically, there was a man called Joseph who, this is all true by the way, not my me up.
I'm not just laughing at the fact that we went from talking about drowning Erin in buffalo sauce. And like, so the history of Mormons.
The history of
originates
Mormons
from-
is a man called Joseph, I think, found some golden plates,
Okay.
and in them
Right.
spoke about Mormonism and
Okay.
basically told him to write this scripture. So he translated the golden plates into text,
Okay.
and like wrote it all down.
Kind of Bible vibes.
He wrote the Bible basically,
Right.
and basically taught Mormons how to live.
How to be. Wow.
But I think the whole thing about it is, What are you talking about, Joseph? What are these golden plates?
Is she just
Yeah, I don't buy it for 1 second.
no?
So wait, you're saying that if
Call
I
her
find
religion
some,
right now.
well, nobody's seen the golden plate. So you're telling me if I find
Yeah.
some golden plates and write the book of Mark that
That's belief though, innit? It's just you gotta believe it or you don't.
well, I suppose that's true. A couple of Mormon boys approached me last week,
Oh really?
down at the Clyde side.
All right.
And I had my phone ready because I was like, I'm these boys up. I was like, what we're going to
This is
do?
my time to shine.
And then I was talking to them, I thought, I'm going to put the phone away. That's not nice.
Oh,
I was
probably good. I think you'd probably get a bit.
They went, do you want to go to church on Sunday? And I was like, oh, no, I'm busy. They went,
Mate, I'll be pure rough on Sunday, bro. I am no mate.
yeah, genuinely. I had to make up a lie. I was like, oh, I'm going on holiday to Millport. Which is kind of true. I'm going on holiday
you
to
really?
Millport, yeah.
When you going?
In June.
Oh,
We're going to Jack Saltstays. It's
I've been
one of our
looking.
favourite places.
I really want to go there. Me and Kevin have done like a wee lodge away. So I'm not gonna lie, I've just been DMing everything I see on TikTok, being like, do you want a collab? Like,
Actually, have you heard that?
I should be trying my luck.
Yeah.
One guy came back and offered me 50% off. He was like, if I did a wee video,
Nice.
and I was like, sound.
I think I need to try that.
But
The
then
only-
he's, oh, you define.
The only time I've ever tried that is Wingstop were having an event, and I messaged them going, oh, can I come to that? And they patched me.
Oh,
What the hell?
What the
Wingstop,
hell?
come on, I'm #1 fan of wings.
where did that come from? Wee accent.
I don't know. I don't call it out.
Oh, sorry.
Just let
never
it be.
mind,
Just
never
let it be.
mind. Let it be.
But yeah, sorry,
Let
what?
it be.
I feel like we've gone on a tangent.
Let it-
What was the Mormon thing about again? Why were we talking about that earlier? Why did we bring up Mormons?
God, I don't know.
I'm having flashbacks to this pod.
Show, Mormon, TV, console. Oh, I want a console so you can watch your show.
Oh, she's watching The
Mormon-
Secret Life of
Right,
Mormon
there we
Wives.
go.
There we go.
Get that
There we
done.
go.
Do you know
Full
what I've watched?
circle.
Oh my god, this is it. Have you watched Virgin Island?
No.
Do you know about it?
No.
Oh my god, they get these 10 virgins,
Oh, Jack, come on.
chuck them on an island.
What?
No, it's not. It's not seedy. This is a nice show.
Right, okay.
Don't take the judgment away. I'm feeling it.
It sounds like they're going to burn them or something. Right, okay.
Oh god, no. But they get all these like sex therapists because a lot of them are virgins that are like they're 28 and they're like really insecure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just they're not just all like
They shy.
some of them took Shy Jan for real and committed to life, but some of them are really insecure, really nervous, like overthink it. And these sex therapists like talk to them about how to do these things and like kind of. But it's like one of them in one of the episodes. Like one of the sex therapists gets in the nude and shows all the boy virgins
Some non-digital
anatomy.
boobs.
the anatomy of women
Yeah.
and bless them. I think they've done the whole show really, really wrong. They've kind of scared the life out of them. They're like, this is what you do, and telling them all how to have sex and stuff. And apparently one of them is called a surrogate therapist or a surrogate partner. Like she's actually trained to sleep with them to help build confidence. And there's some of them on the show that I'm like, you're just here for a good time because they're on this beautiful island. They get drinks, they get to tan, and then they go watch women do whatever they do.
That show sounds really seedy.
It's
and also,
really, it is, but it's not. It's actually quite nice. Like there's a lot of body positivity and there's like really nice bits of like, love yourself and don't be insecure. But there's one guy and he bugs me because he's really like, he was basically talking to the sex therapist and he got naked and he was like, this is who I am. Like I love my body and it's all really good. But he got the confidence way too far. He came back to the other virgins and stuff and he was like, yeah, like I'm the bee's knees. And he was talking to like the surrogate partner who like, if it all went well, he would like sleep with and get comfortable with. He was he thought he was the bollocks, and it was really uncomfortable. Me and Key were like hiding behind our hands because he was like talking to. He was like, "Yeah, like I'd get with you," and I was like, "Oh mate, like it's a good show though."
I think I'm gonna pass it up, but thank you for enlightening me. about
Okay,
it. I'm
that's-
glad I know it's out there.
It's a big thing. My whole TikTok.
It's a big thing. Your TikTok's full of it.
That's
Aye.
my
Right, okay, cool.
Nice.
We are coming to the end of episode 2 of the podcast.
Jesus Pete's, man.
I feel like it's been
I've no idea what we spoke about for the last one.
haven't-
We've just jumped to jump.
there's been no structure.
No,
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
So all I'm gonna say is we're still learning.
Yeah,
Come back next week. We've got a special guest coming on.
we do have a special guest coming on. Are we teasing or are we just
No.
Nah, we're just leaving. What we are doing next week as well is we're gonna use our pod for good. We're gonna help you boys with dilemmas. Right? We're gonna help
Yes.
the Scottish people. So all you need to do to get your voice on the podcast is send SideQuest at We Are SideQuest on Instagram a wee voice note of your issue, dilemma. If you want our opinions, we'll play it live and we will help you live on the spot. So get that sent in.
Of course. And then obviously if you're not comfortable sharing your voice, then
Don't.
they can send in a wee text.
Yeah,
But send in a voice note.
Yeah, voice note's better. Come on.
That's funny. Yeah.
You want to hear? You want to hear it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up again.
Yeah, should we wrap this
So
up?
we have an
then?
outro. We had Little Chicken, Jared, the guy.
Mhm.
He's been producing bangers,
Yeah.
and he's offered to do as a theme tune. So I text him. I'm calling him out. I want that done.
Yeah.
I think that'd be brilliant.
Do it. Be like, we need music.
We need an outro as well
Yeah.
because I can't beatbox all the time.
How should we end it for now then?
I don't know. We could just randomly just cut.
Should we have a screaming competition?
Yeah, if you want.
Who can scream the loudest?
We could do that.
Okay, you can go first.
Okay. Ah.
Nah.
Well, no, because someone's listening to that chat first.
Yeah, let's not do this. Guys,
No,
thanks.
don't just leave that.
I was never going to scream. No, I was never. Chips, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to tune in next week. We've got a special guest coming on.
Yes,
My
sir.
name has been Mark Thorburn and always will be Mark Thorburn.
My name is Jack Valentine, and if I marry Kiva, the last name might change because I am a pushover. So that has been us, boys.
Thank you, Princess. I've enjoyed this.
You two gorgeous, lovely blue eyes.